Today on Attack of the Show.
Check that out.
It's Uma, and more Uma.
We want the X-rated action figure.
As we preview my super ex-girlfriend.
Not my type, but you should go for it.
Then, anime is more popular than ever, and we're gonna try to figure out why exactly. Plus, the hottest comic nerds you've ever seen compete for MySpace Girl of the Week. All this and more on a live and totally original Attack of the Show.
I don't even know if you can handle it.
Starting right now.
Are you ready?
What's going on here? Think about this. Attack. Attack of the Show. Attack.
We are TV's only source for what you care about. They're doing this thing.
I know. That's our.
It's Wednesday the 19th. Hello, everybody. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Yeah, that whistling was our producer Jeremy's parents. They came in town, all the way from Boston.
Jeremy's parents
making a lot of noise. What's up, everyone? I'm Olivia Munn. We are live and electric.
That's right. I'm actually really excited today. I had a great day. I got a great email from my dad this morning.
Really?
Yeah, I went home a little while ago, and for Father's Day, actually, bought him a little gift. I bought him a hot tub, and it finally arrived.
Up. You bought him a hot tub?
Yeah.
Okay, you make way more money than me.
I've been eating mac and cheese ever since.
You can't afford it?
Yeah, I'm already
Well,
homeless.
okay, so since you just give out money, you should probably buy me a hot tub.
I'll get you two.
Really?
Yeah.
You just can't come in.
One for each leg, and you straddle in between, and that's it. Enjoy the jets. No. But he sent me one to show his appreciation. He sent me a photo of him in the hot tub.
Oh, nice.
Because it finally arrived, and it's finally gone. I wanted to share it with the world. It's my dad in the midst of his hot tub pimpin' glory. Look at him.
Oh, my goodness.
He's a stallion. That's really my old man, too. And he's normally that shade. He's not burning. He
kind of looks like the biker guy who came up to me the other day.
He rides. He has a balcony.
He has you guys don't look alike at all.
No. I'm probably UPS. My brother's FedEx.
I like that he has a chain on. He's got a gold chain.
That's like the Portuguese thing, is that you cannot remove your chain. If you do, it's like Superman. That's like Superman grabbing kryptonite. Like, that's where he draws his Portuguese power from, is the giant gold cross.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So naturally, I sent this image around to the office buddies.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, check out my dad. He's loving his new hot tub. Isn't that cool?
I love it.
And that's when the Photoshop bonanza began. They couldn't just leave the image alone.
What'd they do to it?
They sent, here, take a look at some of the entries that were saved. There's number one.
Apparently he's got like a little chain envy going on right
yes,
there.
and that's a Portuguese tradition, because the lighter the more fair skin you are, the larger your chain has to be to compensate.
Oh, it's because size. Oh, wait, look.
I guess that's
there's
three.
There's two Papa Pereiras.
There's like the mom and the dad and the baby elder, I think. And now this final one, which was really weird, the Domo-kun. Because apparently every time you bathe with my father, Domo-kun kills a kitten.
That's hilarious.
And that's what that is. So they were decent photoshops.
Yeah,
they weren't bad.
Cool. You know, your dad has a really beautiful backyard. My mom has a huge front yard, and I just want you to know, my mom put a pool in the front yard.
No.
A large...
Is it an above ground thing?
It's like...
Is it one of those big, like,
It's
Walmart
halfway
pools?
above ground. It's very odd. But
nice.
but it's beautiful. My mom's watching right now. She's going to kill me for saying it's beautiful. My mom's front yard is beautiful, but...
Pool in the front yard, right next to the broken down car on cinder blocks and the guy playing the banjo. I know. We're going to post the image of my dad in the hot tub on attackoftheshow.com, and everybody's going to be able to submit their own Photoshop picture into our official Elder Pereira Elder Pereira. I can't even say my own last name.
Elder Pereira. Elder
Pereira hot tub photo gallery.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Dad, in advance, but it's my mom's birthday today, so I thought this would be a nice gift to her.
That's amazing. Happy birthday, Mama Pereira.
Happy birthday, Mom.
All right, everyone. Now it is time to dive into the depths of the web.
We're getting wrinkly. And we're going around the net.
You know, I've been wondering lately what the man who gave us You Can't Touch This and Too Legit to Quit has been up to these days.
Good.
And I went on and I found this blog. Yes, Hammer has joined the blog sphere, and he updates constantly. Here's what he posted on Tuesday. I'm feeling real good about my workouts and dancing. My legs and abs are super strong, and my back is nice and hard.
Stop it.
I breathe smoothly on all my moves and still execute with power.
That's really, I mean, that's a good Hammer impression, but that's disturbing. I don't want him talking about his rippling.
Well, hey, I think good for you, Hammer. You know, it kind of makes me want to break out the old parachute pants and celebrate.
You own parachute pants, didn't you?
I did.
You did?
Wait, I did. I remember.
Did your parents buy them for you?
My mom, she went to like the On Base somewhere and got me. I think they were black and red. Did you have them?
My parents bought me like the crazy psychedelic color.
No.
Neon green, pink, and purple.
Where matches with whatever shirt you have on.
It just would clash with everything. And it had the elastic on the bottom. So you'd have like parachute down to suction at the ankle. It was quite embarrassing.
But maybe you need that. You're a smaller guy, so it'd be good.
No,
you know?
it did look good. It looked like I was working out.
Little Popeye action.
What's up? Next up. Everyone is excited about snakes on a plane, obviously. We can't stop talking about it. Sam Jackson fans are excited. Snake fans are excited. Plane fans. Even fans of the word on. Everybody uniformly very excited. But when a geek with way too much time on his hands gets excited, we get a little video like this. All your snakes belong to us. Now, in case you didn't know, there's this it's a parody of the All Your Base Are Belong to Us thing, which is a poorly translated cutscene from the 1989 Japanese game Zero Wing.
Okay.
This was like one of the very first like viral internet memes. It's like someone threw out this intro and then everybody did All Your Base Are Belong to Us mashups and photoshops, etc. So this is like the pinnacle. This is peanut butter and jelly finally colliding on one piece of toast.
That's pretty awesome. All right,
terrible analogy, but you got it, I think.
I got it. But here's what I want to know. Is there any way snakes can possibly live up to the hype?
I hope so.
Everyone, when my first day here, that's what everyone was talking about.
But I mean, if you have a ticket stub that says "Snakes on a Plane," as long as an image flickers on the screen and there's music and maybe credits and Sam Jackson for 5 seconds, like it totally lives up to the hype.
So do you think it's going to be good?
Yeah, like it can be a train wreck and it'll still be good.
Because it's Snakes on a Plane.
It's
with
Snakes
Sam
on
Jackson.
a Plane with Sam Jackson.
Got it. And finally, speaking of snakes, what happens if you are actually confronted with one of the venomous critters? Well, you could hire Samuel L. Jackson and have him go buck wild, or you could just outsource the job and head to India. There's a dude there who can catch a poisonous snake with his mouth.
What?
I'm not kidding.
Look. You got some competition
watch.
then. This guy's good.
I know.
Okay, well, he's caught the poisonous snake. I don't get
Okay,
where the
there's a
mouth part
poisonous
comes in
snake,
now.
and watch this.
What is it? Oh, wow!
Did you see that?
Well,
Idiot.
I like the little capoeira flip that he did at the end there. That was awesome.
He's an idiot. I don't care. He's not making that much money to do that.
Show it again. Clearly, the man is skilled, though. Look at the way he's...
I know, he did kind of a backflip.
He's stalking his prey, and then he just Lindsay Lohans it right there. Boom. Hands free and just takes it all.
Of course, Lindsay Lohan would throw it up afterwards.
Well, she is a star. Time to close the internet, folks.
All right, go to attackoftheshow.com for the links to everything you just saw.
Now, today, I'm really excited. I've been excited about this all week. We have a very special treat for you folks at home.
Yes, I'm very excited about this, too. We are going to solve 2 of life's greatest mysteries at the same time.
We're the only show on TV that can do this, really.
You guys, this is like one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Here are your 2
so
mysteries.
Excited.
1, are men actually better than women? Which, no-brainer.
No-brainer.
2, can old people set up home theater equipment? It's a question for the ages. Well, today, the mysteries of man will be answered. It's the Battle of the Ancients!
All right, everyone, let's meet our challengers. Standing by are Ancient 1, George, and Ancient 2, Lee Gale. Hey, guys.
Let's hear it for the Ancients, folks. Come on, this is gonna be a good one. Now, George, I hate to call you out on live television, George, but I heard that you don't actually own a cell phone.
That is correct.
Have you ever owned a cell phone?
I never owned a cell phone.
George, do you have a wireless phone at home, or does it still have a cord?
No, I have a regular phone, a regular house phone that's connected to the house by wires.
Okay.
Oh.
Dials in a circle.
Do you dial in a circle? Like on the rotary?
No, it's a touch tone.
He's touch tone. What are you talking? Come on, look at.
Sorry.
Any man who can rock the Adidas track jacket like George can.
I know, and George has got
Clearly
some pretty nice shoes
is
on
touch
too,
tone.
just so you know.
I love it. And now, Lee Gale.
Lee Gale, yeah, your son helped you set up your current entertainment center. So.
Right.
Your challenge today is to set up a complete home theater system and a Nintendo box and a GameCube by the end of the show.
Yeah. Now, did you watch your son when he was installing your home setup at all?
Yes.
Okay,
And did you learn anything? Do you think you could do this?
Highly doubtful.
All right.
Okay.
I have 2 very confident challengers today, as you can see.
And you know what? I got to say, thank you for being so excited about coming on the show. You too.
Yeah.
Can we get a shot of them?
All right.
All right.
We're hyped up for the Battle of the Ancients. Now, Olivia did give you your challenge, but I want to clarify here. The first one of you to play Dance Dance Revolution with sound, and I mean sound going through our 5.1 receiver.
That's true.
We have several speakers out there, subwoofers, the whole 9. The first one to play the game with sound
After you set it up yourself.
Yeah, will be declared the winner. Are you guys ready? We understand? There's no funny business with the rules, all right? Lee Gale, George, if you're ready. Olivia, you want to count down from 3?
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay.
All right, there we go.
Look at it. Oh,
Now
okay.
that's springing
George
into
gets
action.
right down onto the pillow. He's going for. Okay, he goes right for the equipment. Hey, if
He's
you look at Lee
separating.
Gale, she goes right. She goes right for the manual.
Now, see, that's
Like,
a women move to do. That's a very feminine
Wait,
thing.
okay.
Guys don't need a manual. We didn't need one when we invented the wheel. We didn't need one when we figured out fire, domestic
How
violence.
do you know
name
a
it.
man invented
It's-
the wheel?
It's all
Were
inherent.
you
It's
there?
in our genes.
You don't know that.
I know this.
Okay, look, and who do you think's going to finish first?
I think George
Wait,
is taking
look.
it. George, you're my man.
Okay, you notice that George is in red? The devil is also in red,
Yeah.
symbolizing men.
And the devil wears Prada. It means nothing. What matters here is that George is unwrapping the system already. He's getting to it. Gail's still figuring out what parts are what.
She's going to the GameCube. She's got a stereo system. It's game on.
Well, the Battle of the Ancients, it's underway.
It is definitely underway. We will check back in later on in the show to see exactly how they're doing.
My money's on George. You want to place a little bet right here?
All right, what do we bet?
Fiver?
A fiver.
Spit bet?
Mine.
Oh, you really...
I put spit in his hand.
That's fantastic.
Can you
I
see
was
that?
supposed to spit on my
There's
own. Thanks.
spit.
Okay. Time now to have the Kingdom of England weigh in. Here's Layla Cayley in the feed headlines. You really did.
Thanks, Kevin. Since you're so cute, I'm going to tell you what's coming up in the feed. There's so much PS3 news to report today that it wouldn't even fit on one Blu-ray disc. But if you stick around, I'll give you the inside scoop. Plus, a mysterious new chip may be invading your iPod. Does that mean big changes are in the works for America's favorite media player? And finally, everyone loves Evil Dead, but now there may be a new way for you to enjoy it. I'll tell you what's going on and lots more all coming up in the feed. But first, back to the couch.
It's like Ghostbusters and Slimer. It's
It was
ridiculous.
awesome. You love it.
Thanks, Layla. All right, Olivia, have you ever met a true anime fan?
Yeah.
You
I
have, right?
I'm from Japan.
Well, they're the most obsessive, insidious fan base around, especially the cosplaying ones. I mean,
Yeah.
really. They'll do anything to defend anime to their dying breath, whether or not it's good or bad. They don't care.
Kevin, some anime is really good. Take Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle.
Two greats. But there's also so much bad anime out there that it just dilutes the entire genre for me. I
Yeah,
gotta be
well,
honest.
actually, that brings us to our loop question. That's funny how that always happens every
Weird.
time today.
Writers.
Do you think anime sucks? Be honest there, folks. Vote at our website at attackoftheshow.com or text your vote to G4TXT, that's 44898 to vote, and register for AOTS Live News.
You have
Leave your
incredibly
hand-
adhesive saliva. Like, I can't, no matter how much I wipe. All right.
That's what I hear, boys.
Coming up later, we're showing you the brand spanking new trailer for Team Fortress 2. The style is amazing. The game took 7 years to develop, and it's incredible. You might want to stick around for it.
All right, now don't go anywhere. We're cracking out the pigtails and skirts when we come back. You want to spit in my hand?
Next, why are anime fans so fanatical? Then, what do Russian figure skaters, ugly dolls, and Olivia's rack have in common? When Attack comes back, you'll find out.
Attack.
Attack of the show. Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show. We are live and talking anime. Before the break, do you think anime sucks? That's what we asked you. Well, only 34% of you said that, yeah, it does. Well, let's go on over to Kevin and get the debate started.
Now, Comic-Con begins tomorrow, and one of the fastest growing aspects of the convention is, of course, anime. Now, the history of Japanese animation starts at the beginning of the 20th century, but it really didn't take off overseas, that's here, until the 90s. And today, anime is everywhere. But is it good? Some love it, some hate it. Anime is on our minds today, folks. Let's get to it in the loop. Joining us via satellite to help us make sense of it all from the anime capital of the world in St. Louis, Missouri, the editor of Anime News Network, Jonathan Mays. From Cincinnati, Ohio, anime fanatic and cosplayer Heather Duggar is here. And from Los Angeles, screenwriter for animated television, John Gibson. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to The Loop. Jonathan, got to start with you, my friend, because you are sort of our resident expert here today for The Loop. What is it about anime that makes people care so much? Why do fans love the anime?
Hey, Kevin. Well, we got to talk about you calling anime fans obsessive and insidious. But, you know, first, yeah, well, anime fans like anime because it's something different. You know, you got a different culture, a different take on things. Somebody like Rin Taro is not going to have the same view of life that Disney does. You know, sometimes it sucks, sometimes it doesn't, but why not mix things up, you know?
So it's not just a different graphical style that they're interested in?
No, it's all kinds of stuff. You know, you got Pokemon, Perfect Blue, you have adolescent humor and adult drama. It's all over the place.
John, what do you say on this one? Is anime all it's cracked up to be? Is Jonathan right here?
But what about the idea of the mantra that hardcore anime fans follow, that anime can do no wrong? That you live in this little bubble.
Okay, you know, that's a good point, but, you know, let's take somebody like the governor of Tokyo. He happens to be a pretty big anime fan, and in March, he said that Japanese animators are inherently talented. he's kind of like most of us super fans, and he really doesn't know what he's talking about.
They're
but,
also good at math and science, right?
Now, Heather,
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Heather, let me ask you, because do you happen to know any hardcore anime fans by any chance? Are you familiar with anybody who might be really into anime?
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people are into anime way more than I am.
And now, what is it about anime that gets you going and so inspired that you'd actually cosplay, you'd dress up in the costumes of an anime character? Why anime?
The art style, the storylines, everything about it, and it's also another way to express myself other than drawings.
So now, how often are you cosplaying, by the way? Do you go out to conventions? Do you have anime nights where friends come over and y'all dress up, or?
I don't have anime nights, but I do go to conventions. I go to about 3 per year.
John?
And I make anywhere from 3
that's the thing,
costumes to 5.
I mean, granted, for cosplay, I was 7 years old dressing up as Ling, doing the sword and the shield and the hat, and that's as close as I'll ever get to cosplay. But I gotta say, I respect your passion. You seem like a pretty normal anime fan. You're not crazy nuts about it, are you?
Now, Jonathan, let me ask you about that, because I know, like, fans of traditional cartoons, they don't necessarily dress up like Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny and run around. So is anime just for the super fans, or can you be a casual fan of anime?
Oh, there's no way it's just for super fans. I mean, if it were just for super fans, why would you have Michael Bay doing Transformers from a 1984 anime? Or why would Sailor Moon be making half as much money as Star Wars? Why would Dragon Ball Z be making $3 billion? Now, there's no way you can do that.
If you're going to call Transformers an anime, you could say all American cartoons are also anime as well, because they're made in Asian countries. Like, they're all animated over there. It's just Americans doing some
that's totally wrong. There is no way that all of them are made over there. Transformers was made by a company called Toei, but did the other two also.
Now, John, what about the fans, though? How do you feel about about anime fans? Do you feel like they kind of live in a bubble where they can't be touched and no one can ever say anything disparaging about anime?
Well, of course some of them do. I mean, again, go back to that Tokyo Governor. He thinks that the Japanese are just better because they are, and that's ridiculous. And sure, there are plenty of fans who think that too, but, I was at Anime Expo a couple of weeks ago, 40,000 people, and some of them, I probably wouldn't want to hang around with. But
John Gibson, what do you think,
like
sir,
pretty normal people.
Because I know John has dealt with many hardcore anime fans in the past. What's your take on these fans?
I would say the super fans overwhelm the casual anime fans. I like Battle Angel.
I don't think so.
But would you say the same thing? Let's go to sports. Would you say the crazy sports fans outweigh everybody else? I mean, you see that stuff on TV.
I'll be honest, the giant overweight guy with the bright orange and blue face paint in the stands spilling beer, he does make me not want to go to a football game. With that said, Heather,
all right, well, that's your loss.
I got to ask Heather, do you think the super fans are maybe scaring the casual viewers of getting into anime?
Sometimes I think that they do, but if they actually sit down and talk with them, then they'll find out that they're just normal like them.
They just like wearing the costumes because they're really into something that their friends.
Yeah, and they want to promote the show. They want to get people interested.
Now, Jonathan,
right. We shouldn't delude ourselves. There are plenty of crazies out there, but just like sports fans, most anime fans are pretty normal people, I think.
But you would pick anime over any other type of animation any day, right?
No way. I'm a big Lion King fan. I love Pixar. I've been to every single Pixar movie, and I love it. Why would I ever pick anime over anything?
All right, it's a good point. It seems like if you're a fan of it, obviously that's okay. If you're a super fan, might be a little too much for the casual viewer. The anime debate will obviously go on and on, but right now I got to thank John, Heather, and Jonathan for joining us. The Digital Water Cooler. Thank you guys for keeping us in the loop. Olivia, take it away.
Still ahead, some TNA action. We're going inside the pages of FHM when I show off my rack. And the Battle of the Ancients is about to blow. Which fogey will set up their system first? Find out when Attack of the Show continues. Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for what you care about. We are live, and today waging one of the greatest epic battles of our time.
That's right. 2 senior citizens, 2 home theater rigs, but one singular goal: to play Dance Dance Revolution before the end of the show. It's the Battle of the Ancients.
Okay, this is what we're doing. We're finding out how long it takes old people to put together home theater equipment. So, hey guys, how are you doing?
Lee Gale, are you having any trouble over there? Or?
Well, I'm plugging things into things.
Okay.
However,
how confident are you that it's the right thing?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about a 2.
Fantastic.
Great.
All right.
More than me,
well,
George.
1, and we're burning down the studio, so 2 we'll take.
Now, George, you look pretty active over there. What's going on?
No, I'm not doing it right. For example, here, these things Well, I mean, you plug it into here, I guess.
Right.
And then what about the other end? Where does it
And
go?
I noticed you didn't go to the you didn't use your instructions.
The instructions, some of them are in French, the other ones are in Spanish.
You know, those French pigs.
All right.
Can't they just write it in English?
All right, thanks,
Yeah.
thanks, guys. We'll check back later on in the show to declare a winner.
Yes. Now, from saggy to perky, it's time to give you the features that you care about. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Olivia's rack.
That's right. I'm here to help you with what you care about. It's my rack, and it's chock full of sweet mags.
Is that what's in there?
That is. Let's start things off with the
hummus.
The July issue of FHM.
Yes.
Of course, it's got Amanda Beard on the cover, and you guys, she's really freaking
Look
hot.
at that. Bags
I
of
know.
sand.
Who knew? Who knew underneath that bathing suit would look like that? If you actually make it past her fold out, you'll find a feature on Poker Legends. These pros give you tips on sizing people up and how you can tell what kind of player someone will be by how they stack their chips.
Oh, it's one of those little tells that you don't know. I play a lot of poker. Do you know what they say about guys with a big stack?
No,
Chances
Kevin.
are they've got more money. Unless like the denominations are off. Like if I have a giant stack of $1 chips and you've got a smaller stack of 25s,
then you have less.
then in which case I could go all in.
I got it. Okay, next. In this week's EW, there's a breakdown of the top 50 sidekicks. Samwise Gamgee is number 7, Robin Quivers is at 13, and Saleh from Indiana Jones is 47, and number 1, Ed McMahon.
Oh, I love the Ed.
Our favorite is number 4, Chewbacca.
You gotta do the Chewie shout on that one. Go ahead. Okay, move on. Just stop it, please. You're scaring the children. You've now...
Okay, next, PC Gamer.
Some dog just peed on the carpet at home.
PC Gamer is celebrating their 150th issue. In it, they chronicle their favorite stories, the biggest scandals, and predictions gone wrong, like when they said we'd have full-blown virtual reality systems by the end of 1994.
Oh, those kidders. They were wrong.
Yeah, and of course, the sordid history of Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get them anything for their anniversary, Kev?
No, it's 150 issues. Big deal. I mean, like National Geographic, they've been around since, what, like 1889? 1,400 issues. Some tribal boobage.
Got it.
I mean, I'll send them a cake.
All right, and here's Giant Robot. It has a fantastic interview with the creators of the Ugly Dolls, David Horvath and Sun Min Kim. You'll be seeing them at Comic-Con in just a few days right here on G4. According to this interview, they made their first 1,000 dolls by hand.
Oh, they've come a long way. Now there's thousands of kids in Taiwan making their dolls. So,
rightfully
corporate
so.
greed, guys.
As God intended it.
That's right.
Finally, a real treasure of the rack, Figure Skating International.
What?
Inside, it's pretty much what you'd expect.
Cover.
Yeah, up-and-comers who's dating who, but the real treat are the guys on the cover, Evgeny Plushenko and Johnny Weir. There's a whole feature that is really trying to sell their butch attitude, and, well, I really think it's, working for them. Let me check this out.
What? This is they're selling their butch attitude?
Oh, yeah, wait, no, seriously, doesn't that say tough to you?
Oh, yeah, that's all man.
Okay, how about this?
What? Oh, that's...
Wait, or this.
What? Okay, that's not working. That's not working for me at all.
I think it's hot.
Yeah.
They are so manly.
That's the cutting edge if I've ever seen it.
You know the cutting edge.
I love that movie. My mom made me watch it.
Sad. All right,
but before you're done, I think there's one magazine on the rack that you're forgetting. It's actually I'm going to do a Kevin segment. It's between the mattress.
Rack?
Between the mattress. That's what I've got here. I got a subscription to Edge magazine, and I think they sent me the wrong one because this one has Miss Olivia Munn on the cover.
That is me on. It's my first cover.
Congratulations
Yay,
on that.
I'm so excited.
Wow, and it's my Saturday night.
It's not a cover like that.
Well, you have to turn the page.
All right, everyone, that's my rack. It doesn't look like that. Check out attackoftheshow.com for a recap on this week's list of magazines. You can find all of these issues at any major bookstore. Don't go anywhere. We are live, and somebody might die here.
Next. Yet another reason to drool over Uma Thurman.
Are you breaking up with me?
Attack will be right back.
Attack of the show.
That
Music's
looks dumb.
infectious.
That looks dumb to dance like that.
Sorry about that. I'm working on it. Welcome back to Attack of the Show, everybody. We are live, and all day we've had the Battle of the Ancients, where old folks race to put together an entertainment system. So stay tuned for even more war coverage. It's a battle out there.
I know, it's pretty awesome. And coming up later, we're showing you the new Team Fortress 2 trailer. It may just go down as the greatest multiplayer game ever. So definitely stick around to see what it's all about.
But right now, here's the news that matters in the feed. Layla.
Hello, Kevin.
Who are you taking in the Battle of the Ancients
it's not
today?
asking me which grandparents to choose over, but
You know
Pick
them?
a
They're your
favorite.
grandparents?
Yeah, they're my grandparents, Olivia. I think I'm going to have to go for Grandpa George over there.
George is my man as
I
well.
like to root for the underdogs, and George didn't read the instructions, so I like someone
Hey,
that
that's
goes
his
against the
choice.
rules.
That was the male choice.
It was a strategic move on account of testosterone.
As a man.
Yes, as a man.
I like people that go against the grain. Anyway, I'm Layla Kaylee, and if there's one thing I love to do, it's read you lucky people the news. So let's get it started. The PS3 is certainly making headlines today. The company that manufactures the next-gen console for Sony plans to start delivering units this month. Does that mean there won't be delays after all? I sure hope so, because according to Amazon.com's Japanese site, the PS3 is getting more pre-orders than the Wii. However, it's not all good news for Sony. Gaming analyst David Cole says the PS3's high price will actually slow down overall industry growth, and the console will end up in third place. Ooh, not so great. Are the next generation of iPods going to have NVIDIA chips in them? It's still just a rumor, but new evidence surfaced today that has people saying yes. A stock market research firm upgraded their rating of NVIDIA from hold to buy. That's because they believe Apple will start putting them in video iPods. So what does that mean for us? How about an iPod that plays video games? Apple still has no comment, but remember back in May, there was a rumor that they started a secret games division. So that, plus the NVIDIA news, could mean we'll get an iPod that has more games than just Parachute and Music Quiz. Nice. Great news, comic book fans! The legend himself, Frank Miller, has signed on to write and direct a version of the even more legendary Will Eisner's The Spirit. Eisner created The Spirit more than 40 years ago, and it's known as one of the most influential comics of all time. Frank Miller will be on hand at Comic-Con this weekend to make the official announcement. Production is slated to begin next year, just as soon as Miller finishes writing Sin City 2. Very good. You know Joel Siegel, right? He's that old movie critic with a mustache who's not Gene Shalit. Well, apparently, he walked out of a press screening of Clerks 2 yesterday. About 40 minutes in, he stood up in the middle of the theater and shouted, "Time to go! First movie I've walked out on in 30 bleeping years!" I guess he didn't like it. Kevin Smith has responded by making fun of Siegel on his MySpace blog and reprinting some of his worst movie review puns. Make up already, come on. Romance is in the air for Pamela Anderson and Kid Rock. They've had an on-again, off-again relationship for years, but they'll finally tie the knot this summer. Us Weekly is reporting that the two past their prime stars are getting married July 29th aboard a yacht in Saint-Tropez. Here's wishing the young couple the best of luck. I'm sure they'll stay married forever and forever and forever. And finally, Evil Dead is going to be a musical. The all-singing, all-dancing version of the cult horror classic will be hitting off Broadway this fall. That beats the producers any day, come on. Hopefully it'll be the bloodiest musical in history. The only bad part of this story, Bruce Campbell isn't involved. Well, that's all for today. Be good little children and check out g4tv.com/thefeed for all the stories I didn't have time to get to. Now pop your collar because you've officially been fed. Back to you, Kevin and Olivia.
Well, thank you, Miss Layla. Now, you know Uma Thurman from Kill Bill, and of course the overdosing in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
But did you know that the name Uma actually means the bright one? Did you?
No, I didn't. Why would I know that?
You didn't know it, did you?
Okay, back off. But I do know that Zach Selwyn sat down with her and the rest of the stars of My Super Ex-Girlfriend to get the lowdown on the movie.
Did you?
Ooh, wow. What do we have here? Kind of uptight librarian on the outside, ready to rumble on the inside.
Now, I believe you're the first female superhero on screen to wear lingerie. Is that true?
Don't most female superheroes get relegated to like D cups?
Some sort of cup and like a diaper.
Hot though, right? Unbelievably hot.
I'm probably the first superhero to
use your sexual powers on screen.
Thank you. Ooh, I must be a little nervous.
That's okay. I got a closet full of them. Let me handle this one up.
Let's take care of these.
Okay. Luke, what's it like to be the first guy on screen to bang a superhero?
That never happened?
Well, there was a love scene between Batman and Robin.
Wait a second.
I don't really need to hear that.
I actually felt like I was making history, not just making love.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
When you dip back in your memory to find that moment that you're working with right there. Have you broken anything before? I mean, I know myself. I broke a coaster once.
I've seen some lamps go down.
Nice.
Not to brag, but...
Yeah. You can't even stay at the Waldorf anymore.
No, I'm banned.
My first impression of Jenny was accurate.
What's this?
She seems a little needy, jealous, controlling.
The trifecta. Perfect.
Are you happy that you're playing a girl who's, what's the word I'm looking for, insane?
Don't lie to me!
I would call her socially ill-equipped. I would call her uncensored. You are so gonna regret this. I think it's just utterly thrilling to just kind of be crazy. And I get to do it for work.
I had a feeling that you'd realize your mistake and come back to me. That's why I didn't kill you.
Yikes.
I know, I want to see that movie.
I'm going to be saying.
Uma looks beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous. And how about that Zach Selwyn? Dreamboat.
Dreamboat.
My Super Ex-Girlfriend opens this Friday everywhere, except in Egypt, though, where it opens August 30th.
Nice. Now put your ass back in the chair, because we'll be back. You don't want me to spank you, do you? Or do you? Oh, hey, Kevin.
Next, check out these hot cosplayer chicks we found on MySpace. Stick around for more Attack of the Show. The feed was brought to you by Cooper Tires. Don't give up a thing.
Welcome back to a live Attack of the Show, TV's only source for what you care about. And this Friday, we are proving it because we'll be coming to you live from Comic-Con. Our show will be packed with first-look trailers, celebrities, creators, collectibles, toys, and all the comic books you can handle.
Yeah, we're doing Comic-Con like nobody else. We're going to have all the hot industry news that everybody cares about. And we have an incredible lineup planned. Scheduled to join us live, everybody, is Samuel L. Jackson, Hilary Swank, Rosario Dawson, Snoop Dogg, Amy Smart, the Battlestar Galactica cast, and of course, Mr. Robot Chicken himself, Seth Green.
Very exciting. Attack of the Show presents Comic-Con 06 Live this Friday, July 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss it.
Yes, so of course, Comic-Con is this week, obviously, and nerds across the country are trying on their costume tights right now, really hoping to impress the ladies. And that's why we're here to help, folks. Here's a special cosplay edition of the MySpace Girl of the Week. Joining us today is the MySpace MILF of the Week. Last week's MILF winner, Jamie. Jamie, welcome to the show. I understand you're from the Lone Star State, Texas, of course, but you're not there right now, are you?
No, I'm in Connecticut. My husband's in the Navy, unfortunately.
Oh, so your state's not there. So do you consider yourself a MILF?
It depends. Sometimes I don't. It all depends.
Hard to be a MILF with the curlers and the baby breastfeeding when you're at the park. I understand. But you do it up for the club and you're good to go. Well, Jamie, this week, in the spirit of Comic-Con, we are honoring some of the world's most esteemed girl nerds. That's right, we have cosplayers, lovely ladies, who like to play a little dress-up. Are you ready to judge them, Jamie?
Sure.
All right, Olivia, take it away.
All right, here's Momo. Yeah, location San Antonio, Texas.
Like
age
a racing wheel.
19.
10s and 2, kids.
Yes, her quote is, "Behind every damsel is a fire-breathing dragon."
Wow.
She's a Gemini, and
like
she
it.
describes herself as a cosplay fetish cyber-gothic cactus mongrel.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
good
a
to
mouthful.
know. Her favorite pastime involves smoking the old hookah pipe with her parents while
Good.
dressed as a Boudin princess.
A Bedouin princess?
Bedouin
or something?
princess.
All right. I just like the hookah part. That's the most important thing, because
That's
you know
all that
she's got
matters
good
to you?
suction. You know, because it's not easy like any other. Like, you really got to try to get the going down. Jamie, what do you think? What's your verdict on her?
I took some notes. I think that, I think she's pretty, but I also think that, whenever you look at her pictures, you see that she's dressed up as Elektra. She's dressed up as other people. I'd like to see her dressed up as, herself. Make her own thing.
I hear you.
Okay.
I like that. Something original. There's nothing wrong with that.
Or dress up like Jamie.
Jamie's
There you
looking
go.
good. All right, now next up we have, and I'm going to butcher this a little bit, and I'll tell you why. Ignarius Simriadoui or something
What
like that.
happened to Jane? That's
It's
a good
basic.
name.
Well, it's hypodermic syringe backwards. So there you go.
Awkward.
She's a user. Location: Philadelphia. She's 18, which is nice. Not too old. Her quote is "Hakushi no Sakura," which you know Japanese.
Yeah, I don't know.
Translates to tentacle something?
I guess
No?
those are words I never learned.
Fantastic. Sign Gemini, and she believes that vampires will actually win the eternal struggle between pirates and ninjas, which is, that's kind of interesting.
It is a very long battle.
It's been waged for ages, and now the fangs are uprising.
She also likes to spell things backwards, right?
Yes. So if you get frisky with her, just remember that when she says no, she really means on.
Nice.
You know, so just
keep
take
going.
To it. Jamie,
Your verdict.
What's your verdict on her?
Vampires, ninjas, and pirates scare me, so... But I think she's really, really pretty. But it's kind of, her pictures are kind of dark, if you know what I mean. So
I know what you're saying.
Add some pink and white in there.
Yeah, leave the lights off with her is what she's saying. Keep it dark, because if she knows better, you might as well do it.
Right, but I think she's really pretty.
All right, noted.
Color.
Well, thank you for your help there, Jamie. Everybody, it's your turn to go vote for your favorite. Visit attackoftheshow.com. Now, these girls are in costumes, so no refunds or returns if you find some extra packaging.
All right, after the break, we'll find out who's going to win the Battle of the Ancients. Stay with us.
What's going on here?
Welcome back, everybody. We are live, and it is time for the moment of truth. Can senior citizens put together home theater equipment? Will Ancient 1 or Ancient 2 come away victorious? We are about to find out in the Battle of the Ancients.
Okay, Ancients, you got exactly 15 seconds. Don't look at me. Keep working.
No, 15 seconds left.
You have
Let's get the
exactly
clock.
15 seconds left. Clock, please.
Come on, clock.
There
All right.
it is. You see it right
so
there.
Gale, get to it. 15 seconds left now. Olivia, I'm looking at the backs here. I still think we have some work to go. Lee Gale's fishing around with looks like the FM antenna to the receiver.
She's looking back at us.
And George, you've given up. You've gone to the manual.
I'm stuck.
You
I'm
just
sorry.
start plugging things in.
Time is up. Time is up.
That's it.
Time is up. No.
And do I see anything on the screens?
No, well, I see a lot of fuzz and no signal, but I'm going to inspect their work and see who got the farthest here.
So what do you see back there?
Let's take a look. Well, I'm looking at George's setup here, and George, A for effort. We got the DVD player hooked up. The sound is going to 2 different inputs, so we'd only hear the sound on one of them. But the problem is I don't see the GameCube going anywhere. I don't see the receiver.
Well, he plugged in the first part of it, the front.
Oh, we got the front. Well,
he plugged in the Dance Dance Revolution.
It was supposed to go through a receiver, I believe. But okay, so we got to let's turn it on and see if it fires up. Let's no power on the GameCube, George. So we can't fire it up. Let's check Lee Gale. Lee Gale, how do you feel? How do you feel about?
Well, I have a light here on the GameCube.
Hey!
We do at least have
I don't know
power
what that means.
to the GameCube, and we have the looks like the GameCube's being run right into to the back of the TV here. We have the input going there. Audio is going into the wrong input, but that's okay. Let's see if we at least get picture on it. Maybe if we change the source on the TV here. Let's see here. It's we didn't get batteries in the remote either. Let's just change it here.
Oh, here's the batteries.
Let's go. Lee Gale, the 15 seconds were up. I mean, I know.
But
you
I
can't
know
cheat
about-
on live TV.
I didn't know you were supposed to.
All right, so Kevin, I got to ask you,
Well, I'll tell you what.
who's the winner?
It was close, but judging by the way this is hooked up versus George, I'm sorry because now you just cost me $5, sir.
Yes!
But Lee Gale clearly took it. Congratulations, everybody. Lee Gale, you are clearly the winner here.
And I would love to give Lee Gale proudly from female to female. Your children are proud, I'm sure.
I'm sure they are.
Wow, George.
Very excited.
No, hey, it's all right.
But you know what? You both walk away with home theaters in a box.
Yes.
Just from us, just for playing along.
There are no losers here on Attack of the Show.
No, except for this one.
us. See, I was doing the nice thing and throwing us both under the bus. You were just, wow, well done.
It's just you. All right, congratulations again to both of our competitors. This has been
the Battle of the Ancients. All right, stay there, everybody. Still ahead, we're showing you the new Team Fortress 2 trailer, and we're talking to you and our monitor heads. Also, we have your incentive for sending us one of your little video voicemail. The first 25 people to submit one are going to receive, let's see it, interception, a Fruit of the Loom Attack of the Show t-shirt. So stay with us, folks. We're coming right back.
If you haven't been watching Attack of the Show, this is what you're missing. For more info, go to attackoftheshow.com. Attack of the Show is brought to you in part by the new Fruit of the Loom Blues collection.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, folks. TV's only source for what you care about. It's time now to chat with you and our army of monitor heads. Who do we have, Olivia?
We have Brian from Colorado.
Yo, this is Brian from Colorado, and I got a question for you. What do you think attracts people more to anime? Is it the animation itself, or is it all the sex and violence that goes on in those shows, which I personally enjoy?
Listen, it's a good question. We've done a lot of research with this one here at G4, and we've realized that sex does not gain any attention. You don't get any attraction. People don't tune in for sex, or even sex appeal.
That's completely wrong, Kevin.
Yes.
I don't know what research you've been reading, but
that's why I got a pink slip on my windshield waiting for me when I go outside.
Okay. Next, we have Paul from New Jersey.
Hey guys, this is Paul. What do you think is the most annoying anime series?
Most annoying anime series?
Oh.
I think, I don't know, like the one with the schoolgirls are always being annoyed by like the 200-foot tentacles. It's like enough already. Like let the girls study. They're just trying to get through high school.
Study?
That's all they want to do is just get better at algebra.
Okay, everyone, coming up tomorrow, director of The Descent, Neil Marshall, talks to us about blood creatures and his new horror film. And don't forget, this Friday at 8 p.m. starts our Comic-Con coverage like nobody else is doing it.
That's right. And finally, it could perhaps be the single greatest multiplayer game ever created. We've only seen a little bit. It took 7 years to develop, and now it has a style all of its own. I'm loving it, folks. Here it is, the new Team Fortress 2 game trailer.
Now, for all the things you saw today and more, go to attackoftheshow.com. Before we go, let's watch in as the ancients do some Dance Dance Revolution action.
Let's see it. Good night, everybody.
There you go. All right, Lee Gale, stepping it up. George, looking hot. Looking hot. MTV has nothing on us. Oh, that's hot.
That is incredible.
That is great.
That is absolutely incredible.